well, it's May. It's definitely May. It was gonna be May, and now it is May. Yeah. So we have another Flosstube update. So I'm Gothy. My pronouns are they, them. And it's been chaotic already this month. Yeah, we'll just get into it. Basically, this is the second weekend in May. However, I wasn't able to film last weekend because I was helping my partner and their household move, so it was very, very busy, and very physically taxing. Still kind of recovering from it a little, still got a lot of extra fatigue and stuff, but that could also just be all the extra work stuff. It just could just be a flare. Who knows? Who knows? Um, it's been a bit of a chaotic. April was kind of chaotic. I can hear a car outside. It's whatever. So my WebGo projects for last month were Besna and Mini Ravenkin. Mini Ravenkin was to get 500 stitches and it got 1100. And then Besna was supposed to get 1000 and it got about 1100 as well. And then both of these projects went for a wash because I was unhappy with the state of the fabric. I'm trying not to touch the boxes because I hate them. But we're getting to that. We're getting to that. So like this is just come from like it's been washed, so it's all wrinkly and stuff again, which is fine. So this is where we got to on Besna, which is a whole lot of nothing mostly. I wanted to start putting some color in, so there's some like greys and dark greens, grey greens up there, and then on this side we have some deep forest green that is 3818. So that is 1000 stitches in a really weird way because that's just how I stitch. And these boxes are going to be yeeted eventually because I have found the noise. I have found someone who makes project bags in Australia that are goth and spooky. So we are in progress for getting rid of these fucking boxes, which is lovely. I hate these things so much. Now this one is, Mini Ravenkin. Noise and the texture. So I focused on this section over here because I wanted to see where the other edge was. So like you can see, like I was doing this checkerboard pattern because that was part of the Haid group stuff, like way back in the day when I started it. So now we have the side. It is all 310. There's no variations in there yet. There will be, but it is all the 310 from that little section so far. And I will try and fill some more of that in later. But yeah, that was also 1100 stitches and the goal was 500, so I'm pretty happy with that. So then the numbers were called for May, and we have 3 numbers this month because the free space was drawn. I ended up starting it just before the start of May, so like right at the end of April, I think like the last day or two. But I can't show the project that I started because it is a secret project, because it is a housewarming gift. But projects for this one. So we have the free space, which I've already started. Whip Go Finish for Pretty Little Sydney by Satsuma Street. And then the wolf kit from Dimensions to finish the face and ears. Those are the goals. So I've been stitching on the new start. I won't open it to show it, but the back end and the colors and the fabric, like this fabric is amazing. I have also I've gotten this one ready so that I can do a little bit of it. It's the Flossy Fox Cell. Hopefully I'll be able to fit some more in. So last night I sat and put the full pattern into Pattern Keeper, marked off what I've already done. And then I pulled Pretty Little Sydney out last night as well. So I've already actually stitched on this a little bit. So that way. Okay, so last night I did this little bit of the water here and this really long line of the water line. Basically I have like this side to go and then it's done. So that'll be the Opera House, it'll be Centrepoint Tower, and just a few random buildings and a bit more water. So should be doable. One of the things is like it's a Satsuma Street pattern, so it's lots of blocks of color, which is not a bad thing. So I can just like do the outline and then just sit and just no brain, you know, the rest of it. So that's that one. And then the other one is going to be, I'm trying to get this done quickly because I don't know why. Actually, no, I do know why. It's because I haven't eaten today, and that was the plan. I was going to go eat. Yep, the ADHD do be popping. So this is Dimensions. It's one of the gold collection kits. Oh my god, the glare. Okay, oh, there we go. Yep. Alright, so yeah. Wolf. So to finish off the face and the ears, and that is where I'm at on this project. I've not picked this up for a long time, actually. But yeah, so finish the face and the ears. So pretty much the goal is to do the mouth, and then go up and do the ears, and then that'll count as a face, because the rest is technically the neck. If I can get more done, then that's great. The next time this one gets called for Whitgo, it'll be a finish. So as much as I can get done on it is the goal. So I figured start with Pretty Little Sydney, get it done, because blocks of colour, I can just do this easily if I'm playing video games and I've got to wait for something, or like I've got to wait for like if I'm on a flight path or something, if I'm playing WoW, or if I'm waiting for a queue to pop, I can just jump in and just do some. Or if I'm playing Overwatch, if I'm waiting for a game match to pop up. That is all easy and done. The other thing that I'll be doing this month is Wicked Cat Stitch. I'm pretty sure Wicked Cat Stitch is doing Murder May. So I finished, I'll have to pop a photo up because I don't have it with me. I finished my work project because like when I'm in meetings and stuff for work, I have these little again Satsuma Street like little Halloween kits, and they're on the perforated paper. I have a bunch of those that I have as my work projects because they're really little. I don't need to work on them a whole bunch, and I can just make them into magnets, pop them on the fridge. So I finished one. I finished the bat, so I've decided that instead of picking up the spider, stuff's just gonna fall. Instead of picking up the spider, I've decided to pick up the raven one, which is under Nevermore, and I'll pop a photo in as well. But I'm going to pick that up for Murder May as well. So I put the first few stitches in because we had a work meeting the other day, so I started that one. And then I've got some stash as well. So there'll be a video that I attach with some of the stash because I got some more fabric from Colour Cascade Fabrics. There's some of the older fabrics from the Mystery Fabric Club that they used to run. But Colour Cascades has actually come back. They've decided to start dyeing again, which is amazing. I'm very much looking forward to buying some more fabric in the next drop. I wasn't able to this drop because I've got my WoW subscription coming out this pay fortnight, so I've got to like put money aside for that. But yeah, they are dying again, which is super exciting, which means I'm gonna have to start some more projects because my fabric box, the lid no longer goes on flat. So, it's time to start some new projects. Apart from that, I've got some book stash, actually, because I got a voucher from, like, a gift card from work, because I was picked as the management choice, like, employee of the month kind of thing, that they've got, because I've been doing 3 different roles at work, since December now. So they acknowledged the fact that I was doing that. But yeah, I have some stash. So, stash. Project bags. So this is a new person on Etsy that I found. I was the first customer and I didn't know that, and that was like really sweet. So they included like a bunch of freebies and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So I have 2 project bags now, my first ones. So we have Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, and then this one is just like there's purple cats and owls and skulls and snakes. So they're very goth. And then I also have, this was one of the freebies, was a smaller Jason bag. They're really nice too. Like the zips are really nice quality. And the fabric is nice. Like you've got the interlacing and everything in there. Like this, they're really nice. And they also sent a Jason needle minder. If we get a focus. No, we don't want to play ball. Okay, we don't want to play ball. There's a planchette, and then there's also a scissor fob with a death head moth on it, with like purple beads. So those are really cool. Never actually used a scissor fob, so I may use it for something else. Might just put it on my lanyard. It's probably not gonna like that, but I'll link the Etsy store down below. But they're Deb's Threads Designs. So some of those ones that are in the boxes are going to come out of those boxes, and I'm going to throw them the hell out, which is great. And they're going to be putting some more up, they said, this weekend. So I'm hoping for more spooky, because that's what I like. I also found this Gecko Rouge kit on Etsy, and I picked it up for like $30. Which is cute. It's on 25 count, which I don't work on 25 count very much, but I do want to start doing so. I want to get used to it. And then for some non-stitchy stash, jigsaw puzzle. This is the Vox Machina Critical Role, and this is the Sun Tree one. So was it Return to Wildmount, I want to say. But yeah, it is Critical Role. And I'm obsessed. And then I've got some books, because again, like I got the gift card from work, so I got some books. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. Why did I say Baldry? It's Baldry. I've heard good things about this series. I've been told that it is absolutely monster smut, so we're all in. I also grabbed the Empire of the Damned by J. Kristoff, which is the sequel to Empire of the Vampire, which I have over there, and I was very particular about the covers. And this one looked good. It's got Invocations by Crystal Sutherland. It is a modern fairy tale, but it's like all twisted and stuff. Which is yeah. It was basically like making deals with demons and stuff like that, and like magic and paranormal, and yeah. And then in the same vein, I picked up The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. And this one was, what was the one for this one? I did absolutely like read the synopsis before I bought them. I just can't remember because that was weeks ago now. but it's kind of like a it's got like witch hunting kind of stuff in there. Yeah, which I'm into in a weird, morbid way, not because I want to burn witches. Yeah, look, I don't know. And then I grabbed this one. Oh my god. I need to fix up this lighting situation. It's I Am Glad My Mum Died by Jeanette McCurdy. So for some context, I've ended up on the side of TikTok that has lots of discussions about all the stuff that's going down at the moment between Mama June and Honey Boo Boo, and how Mama June is a complete piece of shit. And it's talking about, like, I'm also getting a lot of the quiet on set videos and stuff like that, and like there's a lot of discussions on my feed currently about the exploitation of children in entertainment media. And one of the people that I watch in particular who talks about it mentioned this book, and how there is some relation between what is happening with Honey Boo Boo at the moment with Alana, and some of the stuff in this book. And I'd already been looking at this book as something to buy, and I've been thinking about buying it for about like 8 months. So I just went ahead and did it, because I was like, fuck it, work is paying for it technically, it's not me. I get a free pass. So yeah, that is that. Outside of that, yes, this month I don't know how much stitching I will get done overall. I'm hoping to meet the goals, because it is my birthday month. So I have 2 more weeks of work, and then I'm taking a week off for my birthday. I'm going to Taronga Zoo on the day of my birthday, because Taronga Zoo do a $1 entry on your birthday, so that's what I'm doing. I've got a concert booked for the weekend before my birthday, and then I've also gotten myself a ticket for a musical that I want to go see. I'm also going to be meeting up with one of my work friends who wants to learn to cross stitch, so we're going to be doing that at some point. I have my first reenactment event as well, and that's going to be exciting. And then I'm just sort of keeping an eye on my phone, because I've been approved to get my gender affirming surgery. So now I'm just waiting for a surgery date, which will be any time within the next 60 to 365 days. So just watching my phone, waiting for that date to come through so I can start planning around that. But that's been given the green light. I'm finally getting it, and it is a huge relief. It is the thing that I've been trying to get since I was 18, so it's been a long fucking time. Apart from that, I finished the meta achievement in World of Warcraft for the expansion, which is fun. We've just been raiding and doing that kind of stuff. I had a brainworm a few weeks back, and I was like, hey, you know how, like, you're really happy with how your Palia base and, like, your home in Palia looks right now? Wouldn't it be great if we just redid the entire thing? And the brainworm would not fuck off. It was very persistent. So I've spent the last couple of weeks also putting in quite a few hours in Palia, to redo my entire base. And it's looking, look, I'll be honest, I love it. It took all of my gold, and then some. I had to, like, farm up extra gold to be able to get all the buildings and stuff like that, because I've added so many more buildings now. And it's just like, now I've got to go and do, well, I mean, I've got to get more gold because I need to get my gold back up. But now it's also just farming resources so that I can build more furniture to furnish the place. But what I might pop a little video in, at the end of this as well, and just do, like, a little walkthrough, because that would be cute. I can absolutely do that. Yeah, we might do that. because I want to show it off. I want to show it off. And if anyone doesn't know about Palia, Palia is a free-to-play cozy MMO. There are, like, it's got, like, premium kind of stuff, like, you can buy, fancier outfits and stuff like that, but it is free to play. It is on Steam. I believe it's also on Epic Game Store. And then you've also got, like, the standalone launcher. I'm playing through Steam now. Just because I like to be able to track how many hours I spend in things, because, yeah, I like to shame myself for it sometimes. You know, I'm looking at the 90 hours that I've spent in the Power Wash Simulator. It's, yeah. But yeah, it is really fun, and I have a few friends that play sort of intermittently, but I'm mostly playing by myself, and it's cute though. I like it. I do, and I've put a lot of hours in. But yeah, I'll put in a little video. I'll open it up once I'm finished this part, and I'll record a little tour after I sort of clean up around here. I have so much shit everywhere. Like, I've got, like, I pulled my Switch out again the other week because there is a game on the Switch called Stitch. And it's kind of more of an embroidery thing, but it's kind of cute. So I was using that to help with because I had to do a high-risk anesthetic clinic thing before I got the green light for the surgery. Because of all my pre-existing conditions and stuff, and they surprisingly told me that I was actually low risk for the anesthetic and stuff, and, like, my mortality rate, like, the mortality risk is, like, less than 1%, and I was like, this is the first time I've ever been told I'm not medically significant for something, which is wild. But yeah, because I was really anxious about it, because medical stuff does give me a lot of anxiety, and because I do have such a long history of, like, having to fight over and over and over again for medical care, I was just, like, super anxious, so I was using that as, like, one of my tools to not be so anxious, and it worked fairly well. But yeah, it's really cute. So I've been playing that on the Switch, so I've got, like, I have my Switch game coffin that I made, so all of my Switch games live in a little coffin that comes with me. And then, because I put some new games onto my Game Pass account, I've got, like, my controller here, because I had to charge it. I've got this cross stitch, and I've got the 2 that I'm doing for Whip Go, and then I've got a finish, and then 2 in more progress ones, and then I've got 2 more projects here, and then there's just the shit everywhere. There's shit. And we have an Illidan and an art that's sleeping. So we have babies. The tiny babies. My chair makes a lot of noise. We have babies. Hi, Illidan. Yeah, no, I'm disturbing you. I shouldn't, because they will fight. Illidan will realise that Arthas is sleeping just a tiny bit too close, because Illidan's a grumpy old man. And then they'll just start fighting again. So I'll leave them, but babies. So I'm gonna go do the thing now. I will be back, sort of. It's a time. We'll get in him. Yeah. Oh, look, they're awake. Hi, Office. Hi, Office. How you doing? This is, what the fuck? Why did you wake me? Why am I awake? It's a mood. It's a fucking mood. Alright, so we are doing a little random video here, because I actually have some stash that I wanted to show off, that I'll talk about in the video normally as well. I have some DMCA metal going, because apparently there's a thing with some of the bands that I like. Anyway, so these came from Color Cascade Fabrics. I know that I've said previously they're not dying anymore. However, these are from some of the monthly mysteries for last year, basically because throughout COVID and stuff like that, there's been, like, heaps of like issues getting stuff into Australia and stuff, like supplies and that, so there was a bit of a delay with some of the fabrics and stuff, so some of them are coming through now. So I'm going to show some because I just love them. So this one, they're all 18 count because that's my go-to. So this one is Hole in the Sky, and it's on an opal one, so it's super sparkly and I love it. And then we have the non-opal, so that's just the normal 18 count, because I used to get two, so I used to get the normal and then the non. So this is the opal. This one's a bit harder because it's a very light pink. And this one is Golden Touch. These are all 13 by 18 pieces too. 13 by 18 inch. That's sparkly. Oh, my partner's been streaming, so I'm watching their stream and they're about to finish up. So that's the non-opal. And then this one is Clouds. I know what this one is because I've stitched on this one before. So that's the normal, the non-opal. It's fucking gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then there is the opal. It's so pretty. And then this one is Indian Sunset. Someone's sending me messages on Discord now too. So this one I've got two pieces of opal instead of one opal and one non. Which is absolutely... I'm not going to say no to more sparkly fabrics. Like... Come on. How am I going to say no to more sparkly fabrics? It's just... If I ever say no, there is something wrong. I am a pod person. And then this one, which I think is probably my favourite. So this is Gold Dust. And just fucking look at that. And that is the opal. And this one I've got two pieces of opal of as well. It's just the sparkle. The sparkle. And then the other piece. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a little bit darker than what it's coming up on the video. But yeah, those are the new pieces. And I am sneakily setting up for stuff for WhipGo. So the numbers have been called. Project here for updating. Project there that I'm working on. And look, the stitching space is always chaos because I stitch at my computer. So yeah. Anyway, that is those, and then we'll go back to the normal video. Alright, so we are in with the Palia. I've turned the camera off, so that's fine. You can see I have played a lot of Palia and my levels and things. It's getting there. I definitely do a lot of mining. That's how I make most of my gold, because I don't have people that I do regular activities with. But this is the front. Is all very much still a work in progress, but this is the layout. So we have the main house. This is my little crafting pavilion. This is the aquarium, and this is the insect house, and then like farming section. And then we've also got like the other exit to get to Bahari over there as well. So, little crafting area. It's my little silverling. He flies away and leaves me candy. So, crafting area, which I need to restart all of my things. And then you can just jump over the fence. I might put an actual fence there. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Big frog, because big frog is mandatory. This is the aquarium. So, there's not a whole bunch of organization on the fish so far. It's still, I only started doing this yesterday. But all the little fish go along here. And then we've got the big wall of eels. And we've got some of the rays and all the special fish over here. This one's some of the bigger fish. So the tunas and stuff. And then the smaller fish are in here. So with Palia, you can catch two different types of fish. You can catch regular fish and then starred fish. You can only display the starred fish, so that's why some only have one. Because I haven't caught all of them yet. I'm still working on it, and I love the wallpaper and the fact that it moves. Like, it's so pretty. And then you can go into the house. There's nothing down there. I'm just gonna like plant a bunch of trees. So we go into the house. We've just got like a little chill zone. Got like gemstones and stuff. Some of my mining trophies in this little room. You go down the hallway with the spooky floating candles, which looks so good. I want to get more of them. And then because they don't have internal doors yet, so I'm improvising. So this is my bedroom. So that's Hassian. That is one of the people that I'm romancing everyone because polyamory. But these are my two main boos. So Hassian, who's the angsty poet hunter, and Reth, who is the cook with a criminal background, who's only a criminal out of necessity. It's a whole look. I have a type. So this is the bedroom, some of the plushies, another frog. This is going to be like my wardrobe, so lots of clothes. And then this is my little bathroom. So I just used 2 hallways for that one, just because I figured it would look nicer, and it's a little bit symmetrical. So then we've got my lounge room. And then I've got like I'm working on a little reading nook kind of area. We can play some music. A little aquarium. This is my entryway, so I can grab things out of the chest. Then we have the courtyard. We have a spa in the middle. This is all a work in progress as well. Don't know what I'm going to do with this space over here yet. And then I've got the little swing, so we can just sit and chill. There's a fountain and a fire pit. And we can just jump back up. I'm a little annoyed that like the openings aren't on all sides, but that's fine. But yeah, I want to try and make like stairs up into the spa. So that's still a work in progress. And then this is my kitchen. So I have my really long dining table. Again, I only just put it through yesterday. This is my kitchen space. It's kind of like a little kitchen island. And then I've got this little spot here. But these are all the functional cooking things. And then this is just kind of like an overflow space. So kind of like, where you'd have like a pantry with all your dishes and stuff. I've kind of put into this space here. And this can be like a little compost bin. And then we go down here. And we have like a little work area. So like comfy chair with some blankies. There's a bookshelf that'll be filled eventually. A little nap spot. And bugs. And then like a little desk. And then we've just got like a little gamey spot. This again, like it'll get more stuff. And then we can go out here. And that's just like another little, that's just whatever. And then you can go out that way to get to Bahari, which is one of the 2 zones that you can go to for Palia. And then we go out this side, and we've got my little farming area so far. Lots of pumpkins, because spooky. I need to replant all of my crops, because I had to move stuff, but I've got to finish putting the stones around the edges as well. And we've just got like a little chill out area. So I'm going to have more preserve makers in here. Little cooking spot. Seeds, worms, all that stuff. And then just like a little thing to go over this way again. The kitchen's gone, but I'll pick that up. A windmill, because why not? And then my insect house. So dragonflies, 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 moths, moths, cool butterflies, because the other one's very basic. These tables are not in use yet. The in-progress dragonfly wall, because I may be a little obsessed with dragonflies. Maybe. Just a little. It's fine. And then we've got rooms. So this is like kind of flying bugs. So this is a special ancient bug, so it's got its own little stand. Bees. And again, like, you can only put the starred ones on display. So I've only got starred ones here so far. And then more dragonflies. This is mantises, grasshoppers, millipedes, centipedes, my little trophies, and then some beetles as well. And then this room is lady beetles, snails, and crabs, because they count as insects. So, yeah. And more dragonflies, because lots of dragonflies. And that is my Palia base so far. I have a lot more furniture and stuff to build. We don't have pathways added yet, but we will soon. I'm just going to water my flowers, because I need more flowers. Any of them drop seeds yet? No. Okay. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time in this game. And this has been a very big remodel. It's huge. There's still so much to do though. But yeah, that was the brainworm, was to do pretty much this. And I don't know. Do we get to see? Okay. No. Oh no. There we go. So, like, for some context, my house prior, I don't have any pictures of it really, but it was just sort of a long house. I didn't have a big house like I have now, so I've had to buy a lot of rooms. It's the old aquarium, old bedroom. So I'm definitely much happier with it now, but it's been a lot of work. Yeah, that is my Palia. And I'm gonna finish this up now. So thank you for watching, whether you stopped at the Palia or whether you stopped before the Palia, or kept going. I will see you in the next video.